All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we are going for the first part of the Beyond Light campaign. Beyond Light is one of the DLCs that you can purchase. And like I said before, if you are going to purchase a DLC, that's definitely probably the first one that I would go for. One, really cool campaign. Two, not as expensive as the rest. And three, it is the only way to get the Stasis subclass. So we're going to go ahead. And I believe this is it. So we can go ahead and start this. And then we are on our way for the first part of Beyond Light. Once we load in, I do want to double check and make sure that this is the right campaign because I don't want to take you guys in the wrong direction. But it is a pretty sweet campaign. Stasis is a really cool subclass. There's a lot to do with it. Obviously, there's a lot to do with a lot of the subclasses as I was showing you before. The only difference is how I was showing you could buy these aspects and fragments, a lot of them, from the from my core array in the tower. With the Stasis subclass, you do have to earn them through quests and side missions. You can only do one at a time. You have to keep unlocking
born out in
the quests for them.
Every
So I
moment brings
think
them closer.
this might not be.
My future does not begin here, but yours does.
Maybe it is.
It's time to step beyond the light.
Yep. Alright, cool. Yeah, this campaign's really cool. So we'll go ahead and jump into this.
And it all begins.
I will be doing different
with a
segments
splinter.
because the campaign is fairly large. There's a lot to do in it. And like I said, the first time I go through all of these campaigns, I am going to let the cutscenes run. It is a pretty cool part, almost makes it feel like you're kind of part of a movie, with the different segments that you have to do within the campaign.
And the human. Darkness walks among us. We are all in great danger. My kind must survive. Please, send help. There is not much time. What? Where? Oh no. She's already here. Please, anyone.
All right.
That's another one. They all scan the same. Empty. Why did the darkness invite us here? You're quiet today.
Yeah. It's just, we keep coming face to face with darkness. And every time we fail to stop it, we're just so powerless. I'm picking up a distress signal. Someone's in trouble.
My friends, we are all in great danger.
It's Varix. He has a lot to answer for.
Darkness walks among us.
I'll send a message to let Zavala know.
No, wait. Where is the signal coming from?
Here. Europa.
All right. So let's see if it throws us into our first mission here.
I've tracked Varrix's distress signal beyond the ridge. We'd better hurry. So Varrix traded the prison of elders for this? I guess if I'd played a part in the murder of Cade 6, I'd hide on a desolate moon myself.
Like I said, this Sparrow is going to be a
We're
lifesaver.
close to the origin point of Varrix's distress signal. Those fallen patrols are right where we're going. The campsite. They must be after Varrix too. Let's hurry.
Alright, so this is the first mission of the new campaign. You kind of have to clear this out because this is going to be your, essentially your home base where you have to always end up. So it's going to want us to go ahead and clear this out. Alright, and then we'll go in
These
here.
fallen had an unfamiliar house symbol. Who are we dealing with?
Let him take care of that, and then it's gonna start to
It's Braytech,
progress us into
from
this
Eventide,
story.
Clovis Bray's Golden Age colony here on Europa. Whoever was here was using it to track Varrix too.
I do believe in
must
the
have
first few
intercepted the distress
missions,
signal
you
before
will
we
be
did.
starting to unlock stasis because it will want you to use it randomly before you unlock it. So that way you can kind of get the hang of what it's about. And then we're gonna have to fight off these guys here in order to unlock this door. I do believe you can shoot the guns off these ships, which we might need to do here. Can't even see them now. Alright. If we get a little closer, we might be able to see what's going on. So we will need, obviously, to get some better armor soon so we can put some mods on it, because we do need our resistance to be higher than it is. The resistance and the recovery aspect of your armor is going to be huge. Obviously, as you can see, there's going to be a whole lot going on once you get into this here. And I do know that there was an engram that fell back there somewhere.
We don't get
Like
to him
I've said
first. Someone else
before,
will, if it's not already too
if
late.
you do forget something, it's really not that huge of a deal. You can go into your
Wait.
postmaster back at the
Darkness.
tower once you are done
It's
whatever
close.
missions you
I
are
feel
doing.
it, but
And
it's different
at that
somehow.
point, that postmaster will have everything for you that you've left behind, which is pretty cool. We will get through the first couple of these. They are kind of short, sweet, to the point. And then the missions will get longer. They will get a little bit more intense. Hopefully we can get some better pieces of armor to put on.
Not only a traitor, but a thief. Now where is it?
Safe from you, yes.
Search the buildings. Find it.
Wait! Aramis, old friend. These powers, they create chaos. They are changing you. This.
Cling to your machine god. With this power, we make
So we will be doing about maybe an hour's worth of campaign missions today,
always playing
tonight,
living in the past.
just so that you
I
can
should
kind of get a feel
see
of
it.
how long the gameplay is as far as each campaign and what you're going to be buying
Make an
when you purchase
example
this
of him.
DLC.
Barrett should be just up ahead.
Those snipers,
There.
those
That's where
snipers you're
Barrett's
going to want
signal
to
is
take
coming
out
from.
whenever you see them as soon as you can, because they are going to do the most annoying damage to you. And obviously, as you can tell, the enemies with the yellow bars are stronger than the ones with the red bars. Alright, so we'll go take care of him. Maybe we'll break out the, no, we'll save the golden gun because there is a boss here. So always figure when you do these missions, there's going to be a bigger person, the biggest person at the very end of the missions that you're going to be doing. So always figure that if you don't have your intellect boost up, your intellect will
Fire away from Barrett.
make the charge time higher on your super.
Wait a second. I'm picking up more chatter on the Fallen's comms.
So as you can see in here,
Snake does not leave
it will give you the cooldown, and that can get better for everything as you put armor mods on.
Savior, hurry. You must free me. Varix thanks you. And now must hide.
Not so fast. We heard your message. Darkness walks among us. What do you mean?
There is no time. They are coming. Varix asks for your protection once more. I will take shelter inside. Succeed, and Varix will reveal.
Alright, so once this big guy drops down here, we'll kind of try to get him with everything. Get him with that. Grenade.
That's the last one.
Success, Savior. Varix is truly grateful.
Then prove it. We expect answers.
Come to Varix.
I do really
and
like the
you
fact that it
will
is still a
have
first-person
them.
shooter.
But know that
So it's
our
not
work
anything that you're
here
not used
has
to.
only just begun.
Alright, so whenever you start seeing this stuff popping up at the bottom of your screen, generally you can open your director and go over here. Or if you don't see it in here, sometimes it's over here. And you'll see all these plus signs for everything. You can go through there unless that's not something that bothers you. You can see what kind of weapons and armor you've come across so far, ghosts, etc. There is a lot of little things that you can be meticulous about if that's something you enjoy doing and going through. Yeah, so see now this is kind of like your home base or your tower while you're on Europa. So what you'll do is every time you're done something, generally you'll come over here to Varix for a lot of the stuff.
You do not
He'll have
trust
bounties for you. He'll
Varix,
have new quests
yes?
for you.
But leave
You
your
can build up
distrust, your blame
almost like a
for
loyalty
later.
points over here, or like
The
an experience
Elixir
with
attacked
Varix
me.
himself.
She is Aramis.
Then in
ship
exchange you will get
stealer,
more bonuses.
a new Kell of
more
Kells,
rewards.
unifier of the houses. And she seeks to build an army of Elixni, powered by darkness. If she is not stopped, she will destroy us all. You must go. Varix will help you find your way.
Alright, so as you can see, this is the Beyond Light campaign. There are 34 steps to it. And it's not like the regular campaign where the last 17 steps were just kind of walking around the tower getting to do a little meet and greet with everybody. These are missions. So you can't actually do any of these bounties until you are done the campaign, or at least some of it, it looks like. So we'll go out of there, and then there is a new mission available. So what we can do is open up our map here. We can go over to our quests, track our campaign, and if we go to our map, it will be tracked for us. That way, if you just track the campaign opposed to trying to find this little emblem every time you need to do something, it will just track every new mission for you.
Varix, the power Aramis used to trap you. Was that?
Darkness. Yes. We call it stasis. Power in opposition to your light, given by the pyramid. It led Aramis astray. Europa was to be a haven for Elixni, but stasis corrupted her. With it, she turns obsession.
Now on
into
Europa, we're going to come across a
opportunity,
little bit of a different kind of
working
enemy
in
that I'm not
haste
really quite
to
sure that you guys have seen yet.
Elixni
They are
with
called the
dark
Vex.
gift.
Generally, the strong
Aramis
element
is not
against
stopped.
Vex is
She will
Void, I
build an
believe.
army capable of snuffing out the light once and for all.
This is what remains of Eventide. Clovis Bray's European colony, built to house those who came to build Exo, and to become them.
Until we arrived, much has Aramis uncovered. All has proven beyond dangerous.
And we'll just have to take it away from her.
Alright, so whenever you see that restricted area, until you have a little bit better armor and stuff like that, you will want to pay attention to what's going on. Because if you die, you gotta start all over again.
That dome, is that where you live?
A pinnacle of hope for the remaining Ipixni, but a standing reminder of Eramis's betrayal of Varix.
Alright, so to unlock that, I'll show you here, because these are different kind of chests. But see how it's locked? You do need stasis in order to unlock it. Well, see, now that's unfortunate. I don't even know what killed us there. But see what I'm saying? You gotta start all the way from the beginning. So you gotta pay attention. Hopefully we can get through this pretty quickly again.
That dome. Is that where you live?
What we might be able to do here is just kind of...
But a standing reminder of Eramis's betrayal of Varix.
Sword is always a fast, easy way to kind of get through everything. If you need to, if you have a nice sword, you can bring that out, pop that out. Alright, so we gotta watch these guys, because they will probably kill you the first time. Alright, so as we're going through here, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. We're doing a Beyond Light campaign, so that way everybody kind of knows what's going on, what's happening, as far as what you're purchasing when you get it. Okay, so they were tripwires that got us last time. That's interesting. I don't remember those. Alright, so we just got to take out this big guy, and that solves most of our problem. This time we do not have our golden gun super, so kind of got to do it the old-fashioned way. We should be able to get right over them, break out our sword again. Oh, man. Back to the beginning. So as you can see, I mean, it is, if you just try to blow through it, things are probably going to happen like they just did. So that was kind of silly, but we're going to try one more time.
That dome.
The one good
Is
thing
that
is
where you live?
you'll remember, and you will remember what blew up or what killed you, what not to do the next time. It's gonna happen a million times where you're gonna have to restart things. That's just the way the game is. Especially when you start getting into like raids and strikes and legendary lost sectors and stuff like that. It's gonna happen a lot. So don't get too frustrated with it. Alright, so this time we have our super. So that's going to make it a little easier as far as taking out that big guy. So instead of using it now, we're going to save it. Those things, you always have to be worried about those things. Until you get your resilience up and your recovery. Those things are going to take you out. I don't know that I'm too fond of this auto rifle, but unfortunately it's a much higher light than the other stuff that we have.
Feel it again.
Alright, so I know we got
The
a few
energy I
things
felt
here,
earlier.
so why don't we go ahead,
Must have been Aramis using
check it out.
stasis.
Rocket launchers, I love. Swords kind of get on my nerves. Alright, so we're getting places. And then as I was saying before, you can go into here and you can see that you can boost your resilience and things like that. So I can put my resilience up here, and then we'll just throw something on for there for right now. I'm not going to go and upgrade anything to give it more energy, to put more things on it, just mainly because we are going to blow through pieces of armor here in the beginning, so we're just gonna go ahead and equip some of these real quick to make it a little easier. We'll boost our resilience a bunch. And then we can get our recovery up a little bit here. Just to try to get back to where we need to be a little quicker. All right. And so doors like this, you will also need stasis to get through them.
The darkness trail Aramis left behind leads
See how
right
it
through
says
that
locked?
door. But it's locked.
with stasis. Yes. You will not be able to break through.
Then we'll find another way around.
Alright, now this room that we're going to be heading into, if I remember correctly, it is a lot.
Chains! For centuries we have been bound by them. Servants to the so-called Great Machine. We even built idols in its image. We have become pawns of our own devices. No longer. Today, we begin breaking free from our chains. This power is a gift. One I will share with all of you in time. Phylax! One by one, we will rise again. This is our future. Our enemies stand no chance against this power. The Great Machine will finally know our pain. It would appear our enemies have arrived, eager to test us. Let's not keep them waiting.
Oh no. This... I can feel it. It's too powerful.
Erebus has begun spreading stasis to her army. Must get out now.
I'm calling our ship. Let's go. Don't stop. Keep moving.
Okay, so it sounds like it wants you to run through this, but it doesn't necessarily give you anywhere to go. So I'm not entirely sure at what point it will let you can stay immune, I guess, for right now.
They actually have darkness. The Fallen. This is really bad.
This guy again, huh?
Ship's here. To the left. There. Across the gap. Go!
So like I said, here we go. It's going to bring us back to Varix. He's going to be like our main guy through this entire campaign.
Varix believed Aramis wished to create a new life for the Eliksni, but these dark powers have poisoned her mind. And so I fled from her. For this, she calls me betrayer. There are others who fled, those like me who still worship the great machine. They are in hiding. I will not leave them behind. They will be casualties in her war without our help. But perhaps they can be brought to safety.
Alright. So let's see what he just gave us here. This
Come close.
fusion rifle.
And listen.
Not a fan, but again, like I said, what you're trying to do right now is really just kind of get your light up as high as you can. It will make you stronger all around. It will make you defeat things easier. It will make you more resistant to things. Obviously, you can boost your light in other ways, then come back and play this mission and just kind of blow through it, but I personally like the challenge, so I like kind of doing everything in an order.
We must play Savior. A secret communications network would allow us to reach out.
Varix, we're ready. Where is the first relay?
Varix thanks you.
Alright, so that last mission we did was more so kind of like the opening mission, that's why it was so long.
Power's going, Varix.
Good. 2 more.
I wonder if they're all up here.
Okay, Varix, that's 2. Did you hear that? Sounded like voices.
What? Who?
The ones who spoke through me.
We must hurry then. There's one more relay.
Oh no. It's them. They're here. They're beckoning us.
We beckoned. You answered. We've kept you waiting long enough. Come to us.
Salvation awaits. The light believes you thankless. Nothing more than a soldier asked again and again to do its bidding. So we want to thank you with a gift to help you finally take control.
And here comes our guardian. Right on time.
Alright, so now we gotta go meet the Exo Stranger. I'm not sure if you guys are liking it or not. But again, this is the Beyond Light campaign. I did want to kind of show you at least that opening bit. So you can kind of see a little bit of what you would be purchasing. Again, one of my favorite storylines, one of my favorite campaigns. And again, it's the only way to unlock the Stasis subclass, which is so cool to use.
The floodgates are open.
It's also a great game to just vibe out to. Good vibes, just hang, relax. You can party up with 2 other friends, and if you are doing raids, you can have up to 6 people. The raids are definitely something you want to make sure you have a group that you know.
To begin your training,
everyone's going to want to have certain things on their class when you do certain raids.
take this.
So I believe that might be a quest.
The line between light and dark.
So that's how you unlock the Stasis subclass, it looks like. So we'll go ahead and we will shoot over there. And again, this is still all the opening. I know we're about, I want to say 35 minutes, 40 minutes or so into this first opening mission. But that should just give you an idea about how big this campaign is. And how much there truly is to do. Alright, so now it's going to want us to go this way. Again, this stasis is so cool. The Sparrow is going to be a lifesaver for you the entire game. I would suggest trying to find one that does have a higher speed. Obviously, that kind of speaks for itself. But this map alone, just to kind of like roam around, and because you can just roam, you can do kind of your own thing if you want. You will have to do a lot of that in order to get your side quest completed, to get your aspects and fragments for your stasis subclass. So that is something that will need to be done anyway. As you can see, there's so many different kinds of sparrows. They're so cool. Alright, so yep, this is where it's going to allow us to use the stasis subclass for the first time. As you can see, that boomerang's pretty cool. As long as you're throwing it in the direction of the surface, you'll always get it back. Stasis subclass, like I said, it's just kind of almost impossible to get anything better. This is really what really... Your own subclasses will never harm you generally. So you can always go ahead and whatever you're doing, you can run in and out of it. So unfortunately we are unable to summon our sparrow in this area. But now it wants to show us that we can unlock those stasis chests. Now sometimes there is a little hidden chest, but no, okay. Alright, and it's gonna make us work for it. A little high there.
We can use stasis to unlock these latches after all.
So all these chests, like
Let's
I
look
showed you
inside,
before,
see if we can find anything useful.
you will need stasis for. You will need different levels of stasis for certain things. You will be collecting all of this aged armor. Now this says to speak to Varix, but I do think if you go in your map, so it shows us all the way here. We need to go here. So we can fast travel. So always remember that you can fast travel. It's going to be a great thing to use, get a hold of. We'll see what happens here. This may be the last mission for the night, but we'll see what's going on as far as what he wants us to do next.
Can it be? I can smell that poisoned power on you. Does corruption spread so quickly? Or do you hope to fight Aramis with her own weapons? You walk a very dangerous path. Take this recklessness to Phylax then, but beware. She is Aramis's most skilled warrior. She made her name at Twilight Gap. Prove yourself a worthy opponent, and she will show herself.
All right. So let's see here. We got a new piece there. Up our light a bit. Okay. We got some new quests here. So as you can see, they do start to build up, just so that way if you decide you don't want to do the campaign anymore, you can go ahead and just kind of do all your side stuff. I always just suggest doing campaigns front to back to begin with. That way you do have all the areas of the map unlocked. You do have stasis in order to unlock certain doorways and certain chests when you come across them. Because that will happen a lot. I made that mistake the first time. I just kind of went ahead and started doing all this extra stuff on my way in the middle of the campaign, towards the end of the campaign. I just kind of did it all together, didn't really stay on a path. But you will want to stay on that path, in my opinion, to finish the campaigns, each one, as you do them. And then do all the side missions after that. That way there's nothing stopping you from really doing anything or having access to anything. So it wants us to, in a single life, defeat Fallen in the Eventide Ruins. Alright, so we can go ahead and knock that out real quick. Before we do that, we can go ahead and see, it looked like we were able to grab a few bounties here.
Welcome.
So let's see what some of them are. Defeat Fallen on Europa, we have to do that. Don't have a machine gun. Alright, so we'll just grab that one for right now, just because we're not going to be really running around doing too much stuff. The bounties are more so something you want to grab. I mean, yes, while you're doing a campaign, but definitely while you're doing the side missions, because that's when you're kind of roaming around doing whatever you want. You don't really have any end goals, you're just kind of chilling and vibing. So let's go ahead. Let's go take 35 Fallen out real quick, and then that'll probably call it for tonight, and that will be, so that's another side mission. You'll see them sitting around the map here and there.
so craving of power, Elixni will take it wherever they can. But the darkness promises ruin for us all. Guardian, please.
So I'm curious why they're immune. What do we need to do here? We gotta take this guy out. Okay. So he's immune now. So this is where the recovery come into play, if we had any. But recovery is something we're struggling with. So I guess we've killed 25 of them. So when you're doing a mission also, if you're doing it with your friends, it does count for all of the... Oh man. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out our missions. I know we at least finished the bounty. But we need 8 more fallen. So what we'll do is we will search for them. Generally you can find them just about anywhere. As long as you're in the right area, that's really all that matters. Oh man. Alright, took about half of them out there. Looks like we got some here. And we should have this done. And there it is. Alright, so it looks like now we're heading back this way.
These are the coordinates I picked up on the radio. Phylax has troops patrolling this area.
Now that we took care of them, it has more for us. Got a lot of soldiers. Should have been my 35 people this way. Alright, so this has kind of got us running around quite a bit here. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, take a guess. Sounds like bigger guys, and it sure is.
and find me.
She's transmitting her
Alright.
location to us.
So I saw we
Looks
did get
like
a
we
few
won
things
ourselves
here.
an invitation.
So that's good. We'll get rid of these. Some boots. Perfect. We'll get rid of these. And a cape. Alright, so as you can see, I mean, you get there pretty quick when you just keep going for it. Alright, we started at 1600, we're up to 1692. Now, as you see, I kind of like to focus on the mission at hand here. Okay, so this is a new mission. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is stop here. I am going to take us on back to the tower. That is where we will pick
We should
up
go shut that down.
in the next segment of our campaign. We do have about an hour roughly of gameplay, and we kind of played it straight through. So let's see what step we're on, so you can kind of get an idea. We are on step 11 of 34. So this campaign in itself will probably take about roughly 3.5 hours. Some of the missions are a little bit longer, especially once you start to get stasis and you have to kind of do the other missions in order to get your aspects and fragments for your subclass, for your stasis subclass. But obviously we'll get into all that as we come across it. I appreciate everybody that stopped by today. I hope to see you next time. We're gonna stop by the tower here real quick before we end this for the night, and we should see if the postmaster has anything for us, if we left anything behind, and they do. So we'll go ahead and see what this postmaster has.
Yes.
If it's anything that we need. 1674 we have. This is 1678. So we'll go ahead, grab that, put that on, and that should do it for the night. Again, I appreciate everybody stopping by. Hopefully we can get everyone a little bit more into this game. It is a really good game. It does have a lot to offer. But again, just keep on stopping by, keep on checking it out, and we'll see you next time.
Epiphallus isn't just